Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going back to an old series that I used to do on my channel, not last year but the year before. In 2016, I had an everyday makeup drawer series. So all of the products that I wanted to use on an everyday basis would go all in the same place, and it just meant that I cut out the extra time when I was getting ready in the morning. I had all of the products that I wanted to use like ready to go, and I rotated this makeup drawer every single month, so I was constantly changing up the products that I was using, making sure nothing in my collection was getting neglected, rediscovering old favorites, and generally just not getting overwhelmed by the amount of products that are in my entire makeup collection. So I stopped doing this series in 2017 because I was doing a pan that palette and also a finish 17 in 2017. So there were products that I had to be using the entire year, so it made no sense to be swapping my products out every month. But because I'm not doing any project pans in 2018, I'm going back to my everyday makeup drawer series. I'm really excited to be coming back to this. Even though I loved doing my pan that palette challenge, I did feel like I neglected my other palettes a lot in 2017. So I can't wait to start using some of my new palettes that I bought in the last few months, and also to go back and rediscover my old favorite palettes, and of course all of my other makeup as well. So the point of the everyday makeup drawer is not to restrict myself. I'm not saying that the items in the drawer are the only products that I'm allowed to use for the month. I can use whatever I want at any time. It's just so that it makes it easier to get ready in the morning because I don't have to go sifting through all of my drawers. It is summer here in New Zealand, so a lot of the products that I've picked are like summer appropriate. So I've got some dewy bases, nice fun lipstick colors. You'll see when we get into it. And I did also get new makeup storage. I've had it for about 3 or 4 weeks now. I picked up the IKEA Malm 6 drawer set. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's got like 4 deep drawers at the bottom and then 2 little ones at the top. So I'm using just the very top drawer to store my everyday makeup collection. And because it is quite thin, I have to store everything on its side. Like I can't stand foundations up or anything, but everything fits. So I hope you enjoy watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you're excited for this series. Subscribe if you haven't already. I post a new video every single week, and let's go ahead and get started. So to start off with, I just have the one primer, which is the Too Faced Hangover X. This is just a mini version, but that is going to go in the drawer. For foundation, I'm going to put in my Lancome Matte Miracle Foundation. I love this so much. And a product that I haven't used a lot and I just want to try out a little bit more is this Chi Chi CC Cream. For concealer, I'm going to put in my Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I have only used this once or twice, so I just want to try it out a little bit more. To set my under eye concealer, this is the only thing that works. This is the e.l.f. Loose Under Eye Setting Powder, so that always has a place in my makeup drawer. And then for my face powder, it's going to be the Maybelline Fit Me. Okay, for eyes, I'm going to pop in my Urban Decay Primer Potion sample that I'm using at the moment, which is the original one, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to run out of this in the next couple of days. So I'm also going to put in the other 3 that came in the little sachet. So I also have Eden, Minor Sin, and Anti-Aging. I'll probably use Eden next. For palettes, I am firstly going to be using the YSL palette. I've had this for a year now, but because of my Pan That Palette 2017, I have not been able to use it a whole bunch. So this is definitely got to be in my drawer. But also because this is a newer palette I got, I also want to be playing around with the Tarte Toasted palette. It's so beautiful. And for a single eyeshadow, I'm also going to put in my Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow in the shade Smouldering Satin. Melody got this for Christmas for me, and I have used it in a Get Ready With Me, but it's not up on my channel yet, so I'm not going to tell you what I think about it just yet. You'll have to wait for the video and see for yourself. But I do want to play around with it because that's the only time that I've used it so far. I just have the one brow gel, so the Maybelline Brow Drama is the one that I'm using. And for mascara, I'm just going to be using the Clinique High Impact Mascara. Again, this is just like a little mini sample size. For bronzer this month, I want to use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer because I've had this for a little while and I feel like I've definitely used it and I do like it, but I feel like I haven't used it enough. And then when I want something a little bit more matte, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Again, this is just another little mini size, so it doesn't have the mirror or the correct packaging or anything, but I really like this. There are 3 blushes that I want to put in the drawer for this month because they're all like semi-new to me. The first one is this Bobbi Brown blush in the shade Nectar. It's so pretty. This blush from MAC in the shade Warm Soul, which is kind of like a bronzy blush. And my new Tarte blush in the shade Exposed, for when I want more of a pink option. For a highlighter, recently I've been using the middle shade from the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. It's only in summer that this is actually a highlighter on me, otherwise it's too dark the rest of the year, so I feel like I need to use it while I can. And for a slightly cheaper alternative, I've actually been really enjoying this Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells trio. Most people use this as eyeshadow. It is an eyeshadow trio, but I really like both of these 2 shades as highlighters more so than as eyeshadows. This one would only work in summer, but this one I feel like would be a beautiful highlighter year round. So anyway, I'm going to be using this for January. And lastly, for lip products, I do have a couple of like gloss type products. I just feel like in summer it's nice to have slightly lighter options. So the first one is my Clinique Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in the shade 05. This is a nice light pink gloss and it's just so pretty. Not sure where to put it though. It's gonna have to go at the back here. Then I also want to be using my Lancome Juicy Shaker in the shade Mangoes Wild. I love this as an everyday product. For something a little bit more bold, I've got this Clinique Matte Pop Lipstick in the shade 03 Ruby Pop. Obviously the packaging is what the colour is, so it's an absolutely stunning orangey red. And lastly, a couple of MAC lipsticks. So this one is in the shade Ravishing, which is just a really nice peachy shade for summer. And because I felt like I needed a pink as well for any days that I feel like pink, this one is in the shade Speak Louder. It's a really, really lovely pink shade. And that is my everyday makeup drawer for January. So I'm really, really excited to use my Toasted palette and also my YSL palette, which has been sitting in my makeup collection for the last year and hardly been touched because of my Pan That palette set 2017. Even though I love the Shaaanxo palette, I just really felt like I was missing out on all of my other palettes last year. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!